Up this week, we've got the perfect fake-away meal. We've got the amazing steak, pepper and onion kebabs with a beautiful tomato and feta salad. And we're just gonna top that off with a little bit of lemon and mint yogurt. This is one of 4 dishes that I've filmed and created for Bidfood at home. I've also created 28 recipes for them. So go to their website and get all the ingredients you need to get these recipes. This is all about simple, lovely home cooking. This is my beef and feta salad kebab. So first up, we've got our steak, which we're going to marinate. Really simple. For something like a steak or a kebab, we're going to slice this down thinly because we want it to cook really quickly, firstly, and we want it to cook at the same time as the peppers and the onions. With things like steak, these work beautifully frozen. Just give them like literally a day to defrost and they save you money. You can fill up your freezer. Now you can see here, I'm not trimming off the fat because the fat's gonna go back through that pan. It's giving us the flavor as well. Okay, you don't have to eat that part if you don't want the actual gristle itself, but the fat's gonna give you the flavor, so it's worth leaving it on there. That can go straight into our bowl. Wash my hands and just clear my board. Season generously with some salt and pepper. We're gonna take some garlic. I'm gonna really nicely chop that up. Add all that garlic straight to our meat. We grab a couple of peppers. We want these quite chunky. Red, green, yellow, they'll all work the same. And that can go straight in with our meat as well. We have got a whole onion. I'm gonna cut this into quarters. Just flake this in so you've got some nice big chunks. Teaspoon of paprika and a teaspoon of cumin. Now for things like herbs and spices, again, a great thing to buy in bigger bulk. It means you can have a bigger bag and you can use that throughout the month or throughout the year. Grab yourself a lemon, give that a good squeeze, and we want to hold half of this back. So 1/2 in, squeeze that through the fingers. We've got some Greek yogurt here. We're going to use some of that at the end. We're going to put some mint through there. I'm going to use that just to dollop over the top of the steak. But first of all, we're going to use this to marinate it. So 1, 2, 3, and then lastly over here, we've got some beautiful fresh mint. I'm just going to roll that up nice and tightly. Again, with things like your fresh herbs, don't be scared if they're starting to go a little bit out of date. Stick these in the freezer. Now for something like this that's marinating, you want the beef to relax, you want it to take on all the flavors of the lemon and the herbs and things. But for this recipe, it's going to be quite quick and easy. If you want to leave this overnight, or do it the night before, prep it up, stick it in the fridge, it's going to give you even more flavour. Now at this stage, don't be afraid about getting your hands a bit dirty. I'm just going to make sure all that herb, all the yogurt, everything is really mixed together and all those meats have got all that amazing flavour going through it. So ideally you'd be outside and be firing up the barbecue for that perfect sort of like barbecue taste. We're inside, so we're going to use a griddle pan. You can use a plain standard pan, that'll work exactly the same. We want to get some colour through there, some char marks on the meat and the peppers. We're going to put that into a baking tray and stick that straight into the oven. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to here. And then we're going to add our steak and our peppers and our onion. Now while that's charring through, I'm just going to take myself a chili. Little pieces going through there. And as they're starting to char, you just want to flip them over and you've got these beautiful caramelization lines coming through. So I've got my oven up to gas mark 9 or around 230, 240 Celsius, so really hot. And I put a pan in there to get that equally as warm. Now I'm going to place it on the hob. I'm going to keep the gas on this as well. Reason being is we want that to carry on cooking at the same sort of temperature. We don't want this to start boiling. So those can go straight in the tray. That's going to go back into your oven for about 15 minutes just to make sure there's got some beautiful char lines through there. Really simple salad. I've got some mixed leaves, some spinach, rocket, lettuce, some nice chunky tomatoes. I'm going to cut these down into quarters. We've got a nice big lump of feta here, and we're just going to crumble that just over the top. I'm going to add a nice generous amount of olive oil just over the top. Then I'm going to season with a nice bit of pepper, and then just over the tomatoes, just a little glaze of balsamic vinegar. Over here, we've got the last of our yogurt, which we left over from marinating the beef as well. We've got some more mint and we've got the last of our lemon as well. So half a lemon can go straight in, and then we've got our mint. Again, add that to our yogurt. So we've got some heat going through a pan. You can actually put these directly onto the gas like so. We'll lay them straight in the pan. So we're gonna take our beef and our peppers out of the oven and serve this one up. We're gonna take a few pieces of our beef, just lay that around. We're gonna give it a little scatter of some leaves just over the top. And then lastly, a nice generous amount of our lemony herb yogurt. Just dollop that around. There we have it. That is the perfect Friday or Saturday night fake-away menu. Now remember, this is one of 4 recipes that I've shot for Bidfood at home. Links in the description box down below, which go straight through to their website. You can download the recipes, order the food, and it comes straight to your front door. That is my steak and pepper kebabs with a beautiful tomato and feta salad with a simple lemon and mint yogurt. If you get recreating this one, hashtag me as always on Haste Kitchen, and I'll see you next week. Cheers then, bye-bye.